Hi and welcome to another video to help you stay healthy effortlessly. Now, India is known as the diabetic capital of the world. Is it because Indians are consuming too much sugar and hence it is causing diabetes? Well, sugar is not the cause of diabetes. This might sound shocking, but it is true. I will share three primary factors which is creating insulin resistance and it is leading to diabetes in future. Now, every food that you eat, from your rice to your roti to your meat to your vegetables, your fruit to even eggs, ultimately gets broken down and gets converted into glucose. So, glucose is not your enemy, glucose is not the problem. In fact, glucose is equal to the fuel for your body. Now, the problem is not glucose, the problem is the body's inability to utilize this glucose and send it back to the cells and muscles. So the glucose utilization, the glucose uptake is not happening. Even if you're not eating, sometimes your sugar is always elevated, and I'll share that in the third factor, which is always keeping your glucose high in the system. So let's understand that what actions can we do in order to prevent insulin resistance, in order to prevent diabetes, and actually what is causing it in the first place. Yes, eating habits, what you eat, how much you eat, when you eat, it is important, but everybody is focused on sugars and carbs and monitoring and CGM machines and blood tests. So that is not prevention. Yes, you might do a blood test, your sugar is high. So what is the solution? Your sugar is not high because you are consuming excess of sugar. One of the reason your sugar is high, it could be because of poor night sleep. A lot of people in today's time, they are taking their night sleep for granted. When I tell people to go to bed by 10:30, they think that I'm talking something alien, because it is normal to sleep at 12 and 1 and 2, and people are staying awake late at night. Night is the time to sleep, and when you are compromising your night sleep, your hunger and your satiety hormones, they get absolutely go out of balance. Insulin sensitivity drops, your cortisol, which is a stress hormone, it rises, and when your body is always staying in that state of alertness instead of the state of rest, the body is always flooded with glucose. The blood is always flooded with glucose because it's think that there is danger, you are in the alert mode and your body needs glucose. Not just that, not just compromising night sleep, but this directly impacts your eating habits. So there is late night meals, heavy dinners, there is binge eating, binge watching. So all of that is leading to more and more insulin resistance. So the more you compromise your night sleep, the more you are training your body to become insulin resistant. So it is not about getting crazy about sugar and food. It is about first fixing the basic, which is fixing your night sleep and your night routine. I have created videos about what should be the ideal night routine, when to eat, how much to eat in terms of night, what you should be doing and what you should not be doing, all about night sleep. So that video is there on my channel. I'll give the link in the description, so go ahead and watch that how do you take control of your night sleep and you optimize it in order to prevent insulin resistance and in order to prevent diabetes in future. The second factor is lack of physical activity. Now your muscles are the one of the biggest consumer or users of glucose. Now when your body is moving, the uptake of glucose from your blood into the muscle, it is independent of insulin. So when you exercise, when you move, when you're physically active, your body does not need insulin to remove the glucose out of the blood and pull it back to the muscles. So the more you sit, the lesser you move, more the glucose stays inside your blood even if you are not eating. But what we are doing in today's time, we are sitting all the day, we are working, we are sitting, we are eating while we are sitting, then after the eating we are sitting, we are binge watching, and then you're compromising your night sleep. So you are training your body further to become more insulin resistant and you are inviting diabetes. So it's not about again sugar or complicated diets. It is about getting movement as a part of your life. Move more, how much ever you can. Sit less, move more. That is the primary funda to help your body prevent from insulin resistance or even reverse it. And lastly, the most important factor which I would call that we see among our clients and patients that we work around in today's time, and science is also confirming that majority of the disease today are linked with chronic amount of stress. So when you are in the state of fear, worry, anxiety, overthinking, there is trauma from the past, there is mental and emotional pressure. Whenever you stay in that state for the long period of time, your body is going under a survival mechanism. And when you stay in that state, your body is constantly flooding your blood with glucose because it thinks that you are in danger, you need energy, but there is no utilization of that energy. You are sitting, you are overthinking, there is anxiety, there is fear, you don't know what to do, so you do not move. You order outside food, it's become very convenient. You take your app, you start ordering, and when you order, you do not order healthy food, you order all the processed, all the food which is chemically modified, which is engineered to make you addictive and to make you feel good. So stress is inviting again unhealthy eating habits, unhealthy eating patterns. You are not moving because you feel stress, you feel I do not have motivation, then you eat, it makes you feel more weak, and then you go ahead and then you compromise your night sleep as well. So it's a three factors which is training your body to become insulin resistant. So before you go on a diet, before you go on eliminating sugars and carbs and all other fancy stuff, before you put that machine on your arm and you are becoming fearful of the basic Indian food like dal rice or your idli or your poha, and you think, oh, it is carb, it is going to spike my sugar. Sugar spike is not a problem. The problem is your body's inability to manage that sugar, and that is happening because you are training your body to become insulin resistant with these three unhealthy habits. So make sure you work on your mind, your emotions, you let go, you forgive, you smile more, you stress less, you sit less, and you move more, and you compromise, and you take care of your night sleep. You prioritize your night sleep as if it is one of the most important business. So take care of these three habits and see how your body is healing, because you're giving that environment to your body to heal, to reverse insulin resistance, to maybe even reverse diabetes, and allow your body to start staying healthy effortlessly once again. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, or if you have experienced the changes in your life by changing these three habits, do let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video.